unpack the kit that you got from FSN. Let's see. So it comes with your house pieces, and let's see what else we have. A bag of stuff, and an aluminum foil board. And I was going to unpack the bag and see what's in the bag. Let's see. So we have, this looks like decorating bags. Looks like a couple of decorating bags. Some decorating tips. Some rubber bands. Let's see, what do we have here? This is frosting that comes with the kits. This stuff, oh my god.
Do you want me to start over?
That's okay. Can you get out of the way? This is frosting that comes with the kits. This frosting doesn't work as well as royal frosting, which I'll be making. This frosting doesn't dry as hard, and I don't know, I don't like it, I don't use it. I use this frosting to lay down in the yard of my gingerbread house. It makes a pretty decoration for your yard. Let's see, you have an ice cream cone that you can use to make a tree out of. What do we have? Oh, some cookie wafers. I guess these are all the things that you can use to decorate your house. I've got some pretzel knots and some pretzel sticks. Some marshmallows, some big marshmallows, little marshmallows, Fruit Loops, mini M&Ms, some licorice, some shredded wheat. This is meringue powder, and this is what we're going to use to make our frosting. So I'm going to set that over there. Have some more licorice, and then a big old bag of assorted candies. Alright, so that's what's in our bag. I think our next step is to make some frosting. There, let me stop it. Where is it going? Oh, yeah. I think she got them at the same place. Hi, I'm going to make royal frosting. First I have to show off my gingerbread house shirt. See, isn't that cute? Okay, so to make royal frosting, you're going to need powdered sugar. You're going to need your little baggie of meringue powder. You're going to need kind of lukewarmish water. So I've got a measuring cup and a measuring spoon and my mixer and a spatula. So what you're going to need is 4 cups of powdered sugar. Hey, would you have me some scissors? Thank you. Okay, so 4 cups of powdered sugar. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's also a half a bag, or 1 pound of sugar. Okay, you'll need your meringue powder, which is 3 tablespoons of meringue powder. And 6 tablespoons of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to whiz that up. I'm going to start on slow so it doesn't go all over the place. Okay, I blended up my frosting, and I want to show you that it's real thick. I just mixed it up, and it's very, very thick and pasty. I think it's just a little bit too pasty, so I'm going to add another tablespoon of water and whip it up. more tablespoons. So when you're adding water, just add a little bit at a time until you get the right consistency. Scrape my sides. Okay, since I added that water, it's a little bit thinner. You know, you want it to be like mayonnaise. Just kind of a little bit runny. Okay, and I'm going to turn it all the way up and let it whip. Okay, that's been whipping at high speed for, well, I don't know, 5 minutes. I stopped and scraped the sides of the bowl a couple of times. Let me show you what I got. So it is turned from mayonnaise to a thick, bright white frosting. When we started, it was kind of an off-white color, and now it's a bright white and it's very thick and fluffy. Okay, so that looks perfect. Okay, I have my frosting bags here. I'm going to fill them. I'm going to take my frosting bag. I took it out of the little bag. And I'm going to cut off about 1 inch of the tip of this. And put my tip down there. There. And then I'm going to turn it over into a cuff. I'm going to do that with both of them. I like that this kit comes with 2 different tips. That makes it fun. Okay, so cut off about 1 inch. This is the star tip. And that was our plain tip. So I will fill up my frosting bags. So I'm just going to stuff it in there. Some people find this easier to do when this is in a glass. I just do it with my hand. So I only put like 1 big blob of frosting in there. No more than, you know, a cup, maybe. And see how there's just hardly any filled there. If you fill it up too hard, it makes it really hard to squeeze out of there. So I'm just going to do about a cup, and I squeezed it down to the bottom. And I'm going to put a rubber band. Whoa, that rubber band broke. Good thing I have 3. A rubber band around the end to keep it from squirting out the wrong end. I'll do that to the other one. Okay, so this frosting dries out really fast. So when you're working with it, you want to try to keep it from drying out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet a paper towel. I just happen to have one right here. And dip it in my water. And when I'm not using my frosting bag, so when I'm using my plain round tip, but I'm not using my star tip, I'm going to keep my tip covered in a wet paper towel to keep it from drying out. So when you're not using it, keep it from drying out. Now I still have some more frosting here that I'll need to put my roof on and put my walls up. So in order to keep this from drying up, I'm going to take a wet towel and put it over the bowl to keep it from drying up. So put my spatula, everything in here to keep it from drying up, covered with a wet towel. All right, now let's go decorate. Okay, we're ready to start making a mess and decorate. Let's see. So I've taken my candies and spread them all over. Let's see. So in our kit, I have a knife here and I'm going to cut it open. We have some house sides, some like triangular pieces. These are 2 walls. These are a couple of more walls. So we have 4 walls. And these are the roof pieces that go on the top. And it looks like we have some, a little gingerbread man and a little gingerbread tree. Cute. Okay, when I do this, I put my roof aside, put my little people aside, and I start with my walls. I like to decorate my walls before I put my house up. I have tried making it by putting my house up first and then decorating it, and I have a tendency to push my walls over when I put my candies on. So I like to decorate my walls first. So I'm going to decorate my walls, and you do that with your frosting. This is your frosting, it's your glue, it's what you're gonna use to stick your candies on your house sides. It is these pieces come with windows and doors and things embossed on the cookie sides. You can use that, or you can just cover it up and do your own design. So I am going to decorate my sides. I'm going to start. I'm going to start with, I have a piece of Laffy Taffy that I've massaged around in my hands, and I'm going to use this to make some windows. I'm going to do one side, I guess, with these embossed pre-done decorations, pre-done ideas. I like to make yellow windows, so I'm taking my Laffy Taffy and I'm going to roll it out. Okay, I rolled that out pretty thin, and I'm going to try to cut little squares like my windows with my pizza cutter or your knife or whatever you have. And that's going to be like light from the house shining out the windows. So I'm going to glue that on with some frosting. Just put a dab of frosting and stick it on. But you decorate your walls any way you want. Okay, I'm going to finish decorating my walls, and then I'll show you how to put the walls up. Okay, I've decorated my house, or my walls anyways, and I'm going to put my walls up. To do this, you'll need a friend. Or in my case, my daughter, Michelle. Okay. And so I'm going to take my first side here, and I'm going to take a big glob of frosting, a very generous line of frosting on the bottom of my side, and I'm going to put that down on my board, and then I'm going to ask my friend to hold it. Thank you, Shody Bell. And then I'm going to take one of my walls, and I'm going to put the frosting again along the bottom and the side this time. So we're going to plop that down there and attach the 2 walls together, and you should be able to balance the 2 together so that they stick together like that. And then you can go ahead and put the rest of your walls on. Thank you, Shody Bell. Oh, she's stealing candy. That's okay.
The guy peeking out your window.
Oh yes, I had to cut his head off to stick it out the window. My other daughter was horrified. Okay, so once you got all your walls up, you need to, on the inside, if you could take some frosting and run it along the inside seams, and that'll just help reinforce your walls. Okay, once you got that all up, walls are set where you want them, you're going to let it dry. And let it dry for, I don't know, as long as, if you're at home, let it dry for at least an hour or so. But while it's drying, you can work on decorating your yard. So work on your yard while you let your walls dry. And that's when I like to use this stuff. I'm going to take this and I'm going to squirt it all over my yard. And that's going to be snow on my yard, so it'll cover up this silvery finish on the foil and make it look like snow in my yard. And I'll make some trees and all kinds of things. One of the favorite things that people like to do is to make a marshmallow snowman, and I can show you how to do that. So to make a marshmallow snowman, you're going to need 2 big marshmallows, and you stick them together with a pretzel stick. And then I'm going to take that, see my pretzel sticking out the side, and I'm going to stick that in my yard right here. And these boards are great. They're made out of styrofoam, so you can actually poke things into the styrofoam. So I'm poking my pretzel stick down into the styrofoam to hold my snowman up. There, so he stays standing up. And from there, you can make him hat. Doesn't look like I have the right kind of Tootsie Rolls that I like to use, but maybe I can make do with this. So what I usually like to do, I'm just going to cut this with a knife. I take one of my Tootsie Rolls and I flatten it out into a disc. If you have those little, I think they're called midge sizes, they work just perfect for this. So flatten out a Tootsie Roll into a flat disc, put some frosting on top of it, and that is the brim of his hat. And then if you have another one of those little Tootsie Rolls, I like to shape the top part of his hat. Into a stovetop hat. What is that? A stovepipe hat? Like that. And then we can give him some eyes. Let's see. I'll use some of these cute little beads for some eyeballs. And I have, let's see, I'm going to use one of these lights here for a nose. Oops. There. And then I'm going to give him some pretzel arms. Let's see. How do I usually do that? Put those in there. Get that to break the way I want it to. Oh well, it's just going to have a stick arm on the other side. So we'll have a hand on one side and just a stick on the other. And then with this licorice, this red licorice peel and pull, stuck to the bag, I like to make them a scarf. Get one of these. Without breaking it. And I'll just tie that around his neck. And there you have a cute little snowman. All right, so I'm gonna work on my yard and then I'll come back and show you the roof. Okay, so I have decorated my yard. I spread that this frosting all over my tin foil for my snow in my yard. And what else did I do? I put up a fence made of pretzels. I took my ice cream cone and I dyed some of my frosting green and I spread it all over my ice cream cone and put some sprinkles on it. I put a lamp post. This, like I said earlier with the snowman, this is styrofoam, so it's nice that you can just jab things in there and they stand up, like my lamp post. What else did I do? I made some little bushes with some gumdrops. What else? I also decorated this little tree that came with it, and I have a pile of wood. So there's all kinds of things you can put in your yard. Those are just some examples. So now I'm going to put my roof on. So my walls have been sitting here for quite some time. I don't know, it's probably been an hour. And now I'm going to, so they're good and solid. They're not going anywhere. I'm going to put my roof on. So I'm going to take my frosting and put a bead of frosting just along these triangular pieces here, and then I'm going to stick my roof on. Let's see, I'll put that on there. I'm going to stand over it so I can center it. All right. I'm just going to hold that for a few seconds and it should just stick. Maybe I'll hold it for a little bit longer than a few seconds. Okay, so once your roof is on and you feel like it's stuck pretty well, then you can finish by decorating your roof. Once that's also on, you know what, let's see, is it going to stay? I'm also going to put some frosting along the top seam of this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to decorate my roof and then I'll be done. Put my roof on, and what did I do? I decorated it with some red frosting, and that's it. I'm done. So here you go if you want. We'll show it around here. You see it okay there? Yay! Right, what did I do? Okay, well, there you go. All right. I hope you have fun. I sure had fun decorating. Now I won't have fun because I gotta clean up the mess. Sorry you do too this year. Maybe next year we'll get to do it at FSN where you don't have to clean up the mess. All right. Happy holidays all. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off.